We're recording. We're at 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 5, 6.
Intro to podcast.
I want to stop the recording.
Do I say got it?
I don't know what your end looks like.
It's telling me you're recording. There's no secrets.
Well, yeah, they don't. It's that way. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
We've got a story for this weekend.
We're the Bougie Stitchers.
We are the Bougie Stitchers. We're still the Bougie Stitchers. We are the real Bougie Stitchers, not the people who tried to pretend to be us and hacked us, or they didn't.
Right.
They mirrored us. Nice, huh? So I'm Jenny.
I'm Nancy. I'm the younger sister.
She is, but everyone thinks I'm younger. I don't know. But we are normally together, and we were together yesterday. But we tried. There was a big storm. I drove to Gillette on Friday night. We watched Drew's swim meet yesterday. Steve's plane was not diverted. He was mechanically
issue.
Anyways, there was mechanical issues. They couldn't get him into Sheridan. They were going to put him in Gillette. So my boss is like, well, I don't want you driving at night, so just leave. My boss is the greatest. And so I left and went to Nancy's house. And I don't know, I got to your house. What time? I don't know, 7?
Maybe. Yeah,
6:30?
No, I bet you it's about 7.
I can only see your eyelids, which means no one can see your face.
Well, I was fixing the my thing. Sorry. It's always important at that moment.
You're
Better?
still No. Well, we'll work on it, but all we can see is like your tune up.
As long as you can't get that double chin, maybe that's what we should do. Like cut off right here. Whoa.
Should we just record down here?
Better.
All right. So yes, much better. Okay. So I spent the night with Nancy, and it was a lot of fun. Nancy was kind of crabby, so we did not record.
It wasn't crabby.
She snapped at her husband. She snapped at me. I was like, ooh, I'm not recording with you tonight. You're crabby. And I was like, I'm going to bed because I was tired. I hit some ice and I almost went off the interstate. So I was a little nerve frazzled. Anyways, we were up Saturday morning early.
Because we had a house full of puppies. We had a house full of dogs. Walker, and of course Mater.
Yep. And Dave made us a delicious breakfast. We went to the swim meet. We came home. We were thinking about starting to record. Then we had to go back and get Drew because he could not leave until after everyone was done. And I had to sign him out. And then we came back. And it's time to go pick up Steve. And we had to make a big decision. I don't know, not a big decision, but do we stay in Gillette and go to Laramie today, which would have been Sunday because Drew has a ROTC interview on Monday, or do we just go home and see what's going on? Well, the weather in the whole state just is not good. So
it was very
sub-zero temperatures here. I-80, which is what we would have had to have been on at some point, is closed. I-25, which we would have had to have gone on if we'd left from here, is closed. So just, safety, not security, but for safety reasons, we just decided we called the person who had the interview with, and he was really awesome and set up a Zoom for Drew tomorrow. So we don't have to go anywhere. So with that being said, though, we wanted to get on the road before it got dark because it took us almost 3 hours to get home last night. The worst of it being the last 30 miles. It was because we had four big rigs jackknifed off the road. We had 3 or 4 cars that were in the ditch. There was one rig was off the road, off the exit, but had caught on fire at some point. And so the night before they had to clean up a rig that had actually overturned We had a couple overturned rigs up here this weekend due to the storm. So, I mean, it's icy and windy, and you're in a high profile vehicle. I feel for those guys. In fact, my moment of gratitude is for those guys. You know, they are part of our transportation system, and they've moved the goods across the country. They don't get paid a whole lot of money, and they spend a lot of time away from their families. They're tired, and you hear the bad stories, but most of these guys are just trying really hard. I say guys, meaning men and women, are, you know, making a living, and they've got families, and they're away from their families. So,
And they're providing us a service.
So I really felt for those guys. We were on our way through Sheridan, or to Sheridan, and we came up upon about 15 of them in a row. You know, everyone had just slowed down up here. Like, everyone's just kind of crawling along and there was about, I think there was like 15. There was quite a few of them. And we just fell in behind a bunch, and I think a couple of times we kind of leapfrogged up a little bit, but for the most part, we stuck with them until we got to our exit. So my moment of gratitude are for those long haul truckers, because hats off to them. They saved our bacon during COVID. They are saving our bacon still. So, and we all like our bacon. So what's your moment of gratitude?
I was just going to do that exact same thing. So truly, that was what I was going to say. So just for those truckers that honked their horn when we were kids, like,
they were the best.
Please honk your horn. What you looking at, Jenny?
Well, Steve came in to get Drew because I think he needs help for a minute. He's trying to be quiet. He needs like 2 minutes, Steve.
Why don't they make a guest appearance?
But yeah, come over here and say hi now that you've made it this far in here. This is my husband.
Hi, Steve.
Set up the Zoom, so now we have a Zoom account
That records.
that records. There was because I told him yesterday, I'm like, if we're leaving here without recording Bougie Stitchers, we are so going to make sure we know how to record on Zoom tomorrow. He was like, I will pay 100 and whatever monies you need to make that happen. I was really thankful he drove too. All right. Hey, do you have an FFO? We should probably talk cross stitching. So,
Correct.
yes, you do.
No, I'm not going to have much stitching at all.
Okay, well, you do have your FFO. Show your rug. Do you have a picture of your mug rug? The one that you FO'd last week, and then you.
No, I already sent that. So that's why you should have a picture.
Show the picture.
Hold on.
You took the picture, but if not, no worries. I know I've got it.
No, I have it. I thought Jenny. Yeah, we'll get there. Where's my pictures?
We're a comedy act right now.
We have a small delay too.
There it is.
Yeah.
So this was a pattern that someone had sent us on a Christmas card. I guess we should have asked her if we could, let people know, but it was super sweet of her. And Nancy left the candy cane off. She talked about it last video, and that's what it is. Oops.
Yeah. It's done in wool in the back. I really struggle with one in that bottom corner though. I'm pointing to it. You can't see it, but she said she liked it. And then I'll show you in Happy Meal what I got in return.
Awesome.
You froze, Jenny.
I actually have 2 FO. No, you froze. You're back on my end.
Now you're back.
I can edit it.
You have 2 FO?
I have 2 FOs. One is the stitch that we were doing with Sandi.
Oh, good job, Jenny.
So this is a piece of 28 count even weave that I tea-dyed. And I changed the colors. I mean, this was on Christmas Eve. We pulled the colors together, the called for.
New Year's Eve.
Yours.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. What did I say?
Christmas.
Oh, well. It was a holiday in December. But this is a Jeanette Douglas Designs.
How do you think you're going to finish it?
I'm going to finish it to go up here.
Okay.
I hope to get it done this week since I'm down to 2 or 3 days a week now at work. And so I don't have to, I will have more free time.
You can enjoy your retirement.
Yes, a little more. And then the second one I finished.
Does my nose look really red?
No, you're fine. Is my lady on your stitch.
Oh, very nice.
FlossTube friends, remember we talked about, we had a group of 6 of us, right? 6 or 7? 6, right? 6, there's 6 of us. And 2 of the ladies, because of life commitments, couldn't do it. And that is, we were all okay with that. We found 2 replacements. So most of you know Stitching with Mel. And Mel we sat with Mel at StitchCon, and she's been a BFF of ours. We've just enjoyed getting to know her and learning her story. The other one is Angi from Tiny House Stitcher. And it was funny because they were going to ask us if we wanted to stitch with them. And then when the 2 ladies fell out, we said, hey, why don't you stitch with us? So it's Nancy and I, Jody from Tracy Tricycle, Alexa from my
Amazing World.
Yep. And then now Mel and Angi. I don't know who I'm sending mine to though. We probably need to just check in with everybody and figure out who's getting whose. Cause I don't know. Cause I was sending mine to one of the people that had dropped out. So Nancy and I are on opposite ends. Can you see it?
Jenny, I like your little tiny waist.
I know.
First time for everything, huh?
Maybe once in a while, things like that happen. You know, because I've got such a bubble butt, my waist does look small, or it used to. Not anymore. But so my goal with that is I'm just trying to pick colors that complement whomever's I started with, or you know, whoever started it will complement their stitch.
Oh, see, now I'm doing mine all the same.
I haven't quite committed. I've got no commitments yet. All right, what do you got for whips?
I have a few whips, but I haven't got a lot of stitching done. They hammered me at work for the last 2 weeks, so I don't have a ton of stitching done as much as I like. You have 6?
I have 6.
I have 5, but like I said, they're tiny.
Oh, well, you got 5.
So this is my big butted Betty.
Ooh,
and
let's see, move her up a little.
I just got a lot of the water done here, and then a lot of this stuff done down here. My goal was to get it here, remember? It did not happen.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of confetti stitching. It takes time.
And it looked like maybe, I don't know, like somebody was saying with this company that they steal stuff, and I feel really bad about it. But
that they what?
That they like copyright. They don't use the Joy Sunday cross stitch or whatever. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna finish it and go from there.
So they have a copyright issue?
Jenny, I don't know. I would hate to steal from somebody that, you know what I mean? Like buy from somebody that stole it.
Yeah, right. But you paid for it.
Oh yeah.
But somebody else was crooked. So I needed a stitch yesterday that I could think about and not have to think about because we were in a swim meet and it's not always the best lighting in there. And coming home, I really didn't want to focus on the road. And every time we hit a slick spot here, Steve didn't need to hear me go. So I just stuck my nose into Gather In. So before the weekend, I had added the cart. And then yesterday, I just did a lot of fill-in. So
that's going to be so pretty, Jenny.
Well, you can, I don't know if you can tell or not. Let me see if I can get how close I can get it. But so I did the stitching, and then right there, starting right here is where I use the new arrowhead, and they're not quite the same. They're not exactly different, but they're not quite the same. So
remember when you put a board up, it doesn't matter if it's the same tree, it's going to look different.
yeah, well, that's kind of where I was with it. I'm like, well, I almost think I might need another arrowhead. Like I might need 3. I don't know. But again, we've learned that when you buy the variegated colors, when you buy but
it's hand dyed, right? It's not DMC that you use.
Yeah, no, it's not DMC. But the color lots can change if you don't buy them all at the same time, or there's just a lot of variance on the color. So, but I mean, I like it. It's fun. I didn't think I was gonna have enough room. When you look at the pattern, I still have to add like some flowers over here. So I might work on that this week a little bit to just make sure I've got enough room. I should be working on my Marty the Moose. I haven't pulled him out yet. And we've got a bunch of snow. We've got over a foot of snow. But this is a Plum Street sampler. When I finish this though, I'm going to get my cinnamon stars out.
Aren't you doing a SAL with somebody?
Yeah, remember when
a couple ladies
jumped on live with Bobby?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, we're gonna do it's called Sins with Friends, CINN with Friends. I still haven't got mine started. It's kitted, it's ready. But
I had to turn on the fire to place. It got a little chilly.
So that's my gather in. What do you got?
I got this morning when my husband was making breakfast, I decided to pull this out and do this is what I'm doing with Sandi.
Yep, you're doing that one with Sandi.
Yes. And I didn't get a ton done, but I got quite a bit done. I finished.
Sometimes you just need a thread of floss, right? Or a string of floss in it.
I finished the cat, and then I fit the almost till the waist of the skeleton, and then I framed in the second window. Is that right, Jenny? Can you see that?
Yeah. Just hold still for a minute. Nice.
And of course, because it's just typical Nancy, I had to take some out because I miscounted somewhere. Because counting's optional.
Yep, I know. I got off on my even weave yesterday. I was like a thread off, and maybe no one could have seen it, but I saw it. And when I start to, I'll tell you why I took it out and fixed it when I get to it.
Sometimes you can budget, sometimes you can't.
Yeah, I didn't think I could budget on this one. So this is also done on an even weave. This is fabric, I think it's fabric flare. And I don't know, but this is my bird.
He's cute, and I'm not a bird fan, but he's just really cute.
I've got a black one and a red one. And this pattern is from it's stitching with Just Another Button Company.
Did you buy the buttons?
Yeah, they came with it.
Nice.
But I don't know. It was one of the first couple patterns I ever bought, and I love it. So I'm like, I bought this fabric for something else. And so I restarted this guy on this. And I cut another piece for the red one so that they would be on matching fabric when I get them done. And then I'm going to make sure they kind of coordinate, and I'm going to hang them in here. But it's feathering the nest. Pin feathers, number 1. I think the bird
can it fit in the one behind you that you pointed to that I'm pointing at that I can't really see the one behind you? Well, can it fit in there?
I don't know. No, because I'm going to frame them and have them together.
Oh, okay.
When I get the red one done. What else you got?
I tried to do the turkey, the gobble couple yesterday at the swim meet, but the colors were not making me very happy, so I have to rethink that.
The colors or you just couldn't see?
No, both the colors and that. So this is what I'm working on. And I left it in there, but I finished. I'm just the side of him, and then you can't even see that white here. it looks good, like looking at it,
You
but
know
like,
what hey, listen, why don't you just stitch it and then use that antiquing spray on the stitches?
how do I just use that antiquing spray just on the white?
Well, no, you can't do it just on the white, but I
Oh.
mean, just like you use that as your pattern to use that antiquing spray.
Yeah, that's definitely worth a shot. As slow of a stitcher
I'm
as I
thinking
am, I'd be sad if it didn't work out, but got nothing to lose, right?
I don't think there's a whole lot of white in there for you to worry about, is there?
That whole middle part is white.
Well, then just take the white out and pick a different white.
No, we'll see what when I get there. I have a lot to work on, so
I don't know. I'm picking up what you're putting down, but okay, we'll talk about it later.
okay. We really can't. Oh, Jenny, almost done.
I'm getting there.
That is
I'm
really
trying to
pretty.
decide whether I think I'm going to do the words in French, just because
We.
our mom, one Christmas Eve when we were all well into adulthood with teenage children, or more than, yeah, because Dan and McKenna were seniors in high school. So Emma was out of the house, and then we had Drew. He's always the tag along. Now poor Isabella's the tag along because she's the baby. But we got we're French. Our entire life we've been Irish. Now we're French. Well,
No, just a little French.
little French. I'm like, well, the only thing French we know about is French fries, and those are American.
And I don't like them.
Nancy doesn't like potatoes, and we're Irish. But that's a Blackbird design.
I would probably eat them during the famine, though, right?
Yeah, well, they had to. Home for the holidays. There's a couple in here that I see other folks stitching on. I don't know that I can commit to others in here, but I don't know.
The bottom of that
Sometimes-
stocking would be kind of cute if you took that out of there and just did that as a no.
Maybe.
That's Jenny's sign for
Not really
not really Nancy.
Well, I'm just not into primitive. And this is, to me, Blackbird is quite primitive. That's why when I did this, I don't know what called me to it, but I always try to keep an open mind. And then we'll see. Keep an open
It'll look
mind.
great.
Don't turn your nose up. Say what?
It'll look nice when it's done.
Yeah, it will. Took me forever to decide on the fabrics, and I think someone asked about my color conversion, and I will take a picture and post it at the end for those color. Let me make a note to do that. My color conversion. And then I owe somebody the colors for Lady Halloween. All right, go ahead. Show it.
Jenny already showed this one, but I've just got a little bit of ripping. It seems to be my MO this week. So it was already done with a third flower, but somehow I forgot this top part right here. Can you see that where I'm pointing at?
Yep.
And so everything was smashed together. So I ripped out, restitched, and this is where I'm at. But so way behind you and Sandi, because I think she's done as well. Little show off.
Yeah. Well, no, she's not going to catch hers again until February, I thought.
Well, she's a lot further than I am, that's for sure.
Yeah, she'll be done, and she'll be done. The next time she touches it, she'll be done. She's the fast stitcher. All right, the next one I have is my Lady Halloween. This was a stitch that I think Becca from Sandbury Stitches convinced Daylene Wilson to do from So Grateful, and it's SEW Grateful. They both, I think, have been our BFF. No, they both have been our BFFs.
Mhm.
Anyways, I jumped on the wagon. I'm like, I'm doing it too. It's, you know, sampler-ish, right? It's got the
It's almost
on.
Quakerish though.
Yeah. And I love her.
She would look really cute in my house, Jenny.
Well, I will pass the pattern when I am done. But this is one that it's only supposed to be done in 3 colors. It's supposed to be done in DMC black, dark gray, and light gray. And I added, so that she disappears. I added purple and green into mine. I know. Seen it. I added DMC 166, which is the green, and I added in DMC 3041,
That's really cute,
which is the purple. And I just wanted, I mean, this is neat, and I picked out like a 36 count Havana. I got to, it's when I was, only into Ada, and I'm like, this is going to be hard, and I don't want to count, I don't want to screw it up. But I went to smaller Ada when I kitted it up. And so anyways, she's coming along nicely. I did a lot of the stitching when we were driving back from the last time we recorded on that Sunday a couple weeks ago. But the A I put in a different color, and the S and the J I put in a different color for Steve and my initials. So that's my Lady Halloween. What you got?
I also have Halloween-ish. Before the Devil Knows by Rebel Stitcher.
And that's a Rebel.
Yeah. And I just, like I said, I didn't get a lot of stitching done. I finished the cat, and then I went got to the first headstone. That's it. That's all I got.
And you're using the called for colors, or did you change it?
Yep. That call for colors is the purple I really like. I'll get it out.
And who's it by?
Hold on. Forbidden Fiber Co. And it is made for that. It's called Devil Knows. And it's actually really pretty. I said green last time because it kind of throws that like swampy green, but there's really no green in it. It's just black. As I'm talking about it, I'm not showing you. It's black and gray and purple. It's just really pretty. And I'm not a purple fan.
Well, I don't have large versions of purple, but I like specific purples. So because I have nothing better going on, I decided, I think somewhere, if you go back and watch some of our old videos, I said I was going to stitch 4th of July, like Liberty stuff, and block parties this year. Well, I'm not stitching Liberty stuff.
Why?
Because I really want to get the things that I've got kitted up either stitched, or I'm going to get rid of them. And then I'm going to try to commit to 3 or 4 pieces for summer, like red, white, and blue Liberty stuff. And I have some already, but I just want to, and I've got an Abe Lincoln. So stitching with the Sisterlies, they were so generous to add me to one of their SALs, and the Fat Quarter Shop sponsored it, and they sent me the pattern. And
oh, nice.
It was an Abe Lincoln, and I love Abe. Like, Mickey Mouse is my boyfriend, but Abe's my hero. So, because he was a president who did a lot of illegal things. Like, he did not have the authority to do what he did. He did what was right, but did not have the authority to do it. But he did what was right. And he stood by his principles, and the country got behind him. So to me, he's kind of a,
not Mr. Booth. Mr. Booth didn't get behind him. But no, technically he did. Technically he did.
So I'm going to try to focus on, I've got a bunch of patterns that are ready. And I think I've picked out kind of the red, white, and blues I want to stick with to keep the theme together. But anyways, I haven't committed to a lot of those yet, because I'm really in the next few days or next few months, probably through March, I'm going to try to focus on whittling my whips down before I add any. But I did add the block parties in, and this is the top. So I have been stitching what are these stitches called? Hang
X's?
on. No, they are the pattern right here. I have my glasses on, so we're winging this. Smyrna stitches.
Oh, those
So
are a lot.
this is a Smyrna stitch. I have confused those, and is it Algerian? I feel like that's a country and not a stitch, but those two stitches are close but not the same. So these stitches go over. The other ones go because they're on this other one I did. Anyways, I've got things done that are stitched completely wrong. Go figure. I'm learning. These are the ones that then have like the hole, like you make
Which ones, Jenny?
the little berries. Do you see how there's a hole in there?
Yep. On the top one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are eyelet stitches, aren't they? No?
Those are called
We did it in the Quaker, the Halloween Quaker. We did one of those.
Yeah, we were supposed to do Smyrna stitches and we did them wrong. Who knew? But they show you an example. Like they're really good about the example of how to do them.
Huh.
Both patterns are really good about the instructions. I probably didn't read on Halloween Quaker. Anyways, the things you learn when you actually take the time to read, you're like, I also learned using this one because again, I don't do a lot of even weave. I don't do a lot of linen. I'm starting to kind of change my mind about that. But there's a proper way to start your stitch on vertical and horizontal threads on your fabric. I didn't know that. I learned that because this guy is the first snowman.
He's cute.
And so, yeah.
Jenny, who doesn't like snowmen?
I don't, but I mean, it's snowing and it's winter, so I thought it was appropriate. I started these, when I started this one, I started it in the wrong place. So my X's aren't as crisp because you kind of lose them. If you start them, I don't remember. I can't explain it. I photocopied it, or not photocopied it. I made a picture of the instructions. Anyways, I Googled it and I love Google because it always takes you to some smart stitcher who knows the rules. Anyways, this is a hands-on design block party. Super excited to get her stitched up. And I have other plans for other block parties, and I've got my last. What is that?
We were like crisp in it. Like I had no idea what you said because it was just crispy. I
think that's on your end, sister.
I don't think so.
Because we're smooth up here.
Okay. Fingers crossed when you rewatch it. I'm sorry you have to rewatch it. Make sure that's not in there because it's pretty bad.
I'm leaving that because that was hilarious. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, I'm almost ready to shut it off. It's like, yeah.
Don't shut it off. We want to finish this recording and see how it works. All right, you got any more?
No.
All right, I got one more. And that's my Rebel Stitcher that I'm working on. It's our birthday stitch. And I just worked on the flower.
That is so cute.
I just want to make sure all the colors, like I said last time, next time when I start a project, I pull my colors and I'm just going to do a little test row up here of all the colors.
You said you found a lady that did that kind of puts a key on there.
Yeah, brilliant. Especially if you're not doing what the designer called for, because that's what the designer did. He already worked through the colors for you, so that's why they know the colors work on the fabric. They tell you to put it on. So if you're going to change it, good on you. They don't care, but save yourself some heartache. So that was Women of Honor. It's my signed copy by Colleen. It means the world to me. I was so excited to get this at StitchCon, so here we are. That's all the stitching I did. You got any plans?
The only plans I have is to work on what's already kitted up. That's the only plans I have. Because remember, when I get one, I can start a new one from my kitted up things, but I can't start a new one. But at the rate I'm going, I don't
So
think
you're
I'm
not going
ever
to do
anything.
You're not going to do Colorado Stitchers Camp in February?
I can do that because, like, and I've been really thinking about that because I have a couple of things. You know what I can do? I have the Teresa Kogut Bible verses that I already have. Like, I'm working on one, and I have another one, but I can work on that because that's the same pattern, the same designer. Maybe I can do that.
Yeah, remember, well, so February's challenge, if you are interested in the camp that we're talking about, it's called Winter Camp, and it's hosted by Shellie from the Colorado Cross Stitcher. And she owns a local needlework store that they're about to move locations.
No, because I'm going there
So
possibly in 2 weeks.
I think you'll be okay when you go. And we'll be okay if we go down for during graduation. But I think the middle of February to the middle of March, they're moving location. Their lease is up and they're moving. Do you get her newsletter?
I do, but I probably don't read it very clearly. I watch her FlossTubes, but maybe I didn't catch that part of that. I'll have to go back and look.
All right. Well, I'll send it to you because the dates are in the newsletter.
Okay.
But her camp asked us to pick something that you're either starting a collection of or doing a collection. And I thought, I'll start a block party, but I don't want to start a block party until I finish snow. And I'm not going to get snow done in 2 days. Like, that block I'm just got one little snowman done. I got a whole thing to go. So it'll probably take me a couple of weeks. But I am building a collection for things to put on our bedroom wall for Steve and I. And one of the things I love that I've taken to is from the Colorado Cross Stitcher, from Kathy from Hands On Design. She gives away an anniversary pattern for her and her husband's anniversary every year. And I've stitched one of them. And camp last year, I used that blue thread, that mermaid's tail. I don't know if you remember.
I do.
But I thought I'd incorporate the mermaid's tail into this pattern, and this is what I would do. It's a quick stitch. I promise you, I'm not trying to, some people take on amazing projects. I do not. I take on things that are realistic for me. But I thought that would be fun to put in that collection, and then I just got to figure out how to finish them and frame them to put them on that wall. So that's my plans. Keep stitching on my stitching, and I'm going to add that little one to it. That'll probably take me a few nights. I don't think it'll take me very long. There's a couple people who she only gave it out this week and then already done with it. I've seen it on her. But to say that, it's important if you've got like a stitcher or a designer or a floss tuber that has a newsletter or has a blog site or has an email they'll send you, like, to sign up for it. And then you can get their free patterns. You can get their news. Like, I'm signed up for Keepsakes, their newsletter. Kathy, I'm signed up for Hands On Design newsletter. I'm signed up for Colorado Cross Stitcher newsletter. And then you get their news, and it takes maybe 3 or 4 minutes tops to read their newsletter or to star it and, go back and read it, but however you manage your emails. But to me, it's just a good way, especially with market, because Stacy from Stacy's Creative Studio, who is an online store that we like to follow, and we're going to her retreat in February 24. She sent out a letter that this is how she's going to handle market releases. So I thought that was pretty good. here's how I'm going to do market releases, and you can pre-order and I can go pick them up and you can get them right after market. I get back from market. So I thought that was a good idea. But anyways, I got that information because one, I'm subscribed to her FlossTube, and two, I get a newsletter. So I got that information.
Are you going to buy a whole bunch of market releases, Jenny?
Not yet, but there's one from Teresa Kogut that I think I'm going to love. So keeping an eye out for that. That's the one I'm keeping my eye on. I bought a whole bunch of I probably spent $80 last year or something at market. Well, not like I didn't go to market, but with the releases. And I haven't stitched any of them. Maybe, no, that's not true. I've stitched a couple of them. But again, I've got them. I sorted through them. I sorted through the things I love and the things that I probably am like, and put them in the share pile. All right, what you got? What's next? Oh,
you're the coordinator of this, Jenny. You gotta tell me.
haul. What do you got for haul?
I don't have a ton of haul, just a little haul. So I ordered from Gamma's Treasures.
Yeah,
That's just got to be the cutest little snowman.
that is the snowman. Isn't he a bear?
Or a bear. I don't know, snowman. Bear. It has bunnies. And I'm not a big bunny person, but they're just, they kind of look a little mischievous. So that's kind of why I like them. Just super cute.
Yeah,
And
I like that one a lot.
Because
It is
she
super cute.
is very, 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 very nice to us, she sent us 3 bags for giveaway. She sent us the deer one,
I'm excited to give those away too. Those are beautiful.
the fox, and I haven't decided 100% if I'm going to give the fox away because I thought I was going to order
Yes.
that, but I probably will. You know I will. And then a paisley one. It's just really pretty.
Show the
But
deer
that-
one again. Let me see.
It's a
It's got
deer.
bears on it too.
It has bears
And
and
birds.
bunnies and owls and rabbits. It's just cute.
So the other 2 block parties I mentioned that I got from Stacy's are the wolf, and then the F is for flag.
Is it
So this
like
one,
dog barking or is it a wolf
yeah,
with an L?
it's a wolf.
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 Okay.
I'm trying not to bark too loud because little man's sleeping like, well, they're both down here now. We got both of them up here. But I originally for camp thought, oh, I'll start this one, but I don't think I'll get it done in a month. This one is a lot more stitching than the snowman, so.
And you only got 28 days, so.
I know. Nope, this other one, perfect from Hands-On Design. But, so I'm going to add that to my bag of tricks to pull from when I start my next one.
Did that help you?
Yes, trying to get
Okay.
that thought out. Stuck. All right, that's all I got for haul.
Yeah, that's all I got for haul too. I've been really good. Except for I had to buy some material for a quilt, but that's different.
Oh, you know what I should have done is I should have given you your labels. So we got Happy Mail.
No. I have some more Happy Mail too.
I got my FlossTube mentor. I got a New Year's card from Annie.
I got one of those too.
I know, because she asked me to send me her address, and I gave it away. I gave it away like I was giving kids away. I'm like, you can have it, and it's a no return clause. Next year, we really do have to be serious about cards.
Yeah, we do.
Because, I mean, she got them at Vistaprint, and I love it. And I think it's just a good way to send them to, the people who we've been mailing things back and forth from.
I think we should try to figure out the how they get the cross stitch. And we'll talk about that later.
That means you're designing something.
No, I was hoping we could just copy it.
You can't copy somebody's work. The other thing that she was so generous to us is she we talked about those awesome labels. Well, there's one for me. There's one for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So Stacy was very generous. She is also hosting a quarterly swap. So if you, and then it's like, it's spring, Easter, summer, 4th of July, fall, Halloween, and then winter or Christmas. And you, as the person who's going to, when you sign up, you tell them, you fill out the spreadsheet and you're like, hey, my name's Jen. I love this. And I love Christmas, or I don't celebrate Christmas, stitch winter, and then you just, the person who stitches what you want. And so I will tell you, I've been very lucky. I've had Laura, I've met Laura through that. She's a stitcher from the West Coast, and she's got beautiful work, and she's been better at than I, sending, notes back and forth, and I just have enjoyed meeting her and stitches. You froze. There you go.
You froze. You're like,
so we do a lot of the same stitches. So I think it's urine. Well, we'll see what it looks
we'll
like.
duke it out later.
Yeah, we'll see what it looks like.
My iPad is older than your iPad, so it probably is, but I'm not going to claim it.
My last one is I got Happy Mail from Two Needles Pulling Thread. And I just love this one. So we did a swap with a group of about, 9 ladies at Christmas. And this was one of the stitches. And we are a Halloween Christmas fanatics up at my house. 2 of us love Halloween, 2 of us love Christmas. And so I thought this was a perfect mix, and they sent it to me. So I'm going to stitch it up. That's all that I got for Happy Mail. What do you got?
I got Happy Mail from Emma. I have 2 of them, so don't let me forget to do 2 of them. Emma gave us a whole bunch of patterns, and Emma always puts them in these 3-ring binders and for her organization, so that's why they're there. But they are on cardstock, and they are true patterns. The Fat Quarter Shop Halloween Spice or Autumn Spice. It's a the acorn. This would be a really cute small for fall.
That would be an awesome one.
Fall is in the air. Then she did a Shepherd's Bush November. I might keep that one for my double. And then she gave me like a prairie schooler. She gave me awesome. She gave us it to give away.
Sure.
Well, I still have some more. Hold on. I took them out of the thing so I didn't show the pattern. This is a new designer to me. Homespun Elegance.
Yeah.
And that's a little Santa Claus. It's really cute. This dark room is making me really tired. Prairie Goat Peddler. This is Emma's very first one that she did.
And we
said
hijacked it. Remember?
Yeah. Yep. Into the world for you guys to stitch. Yep, I think I got them all now. And then my good friend Amy,
who is part of our stitching club.
Yeah.
Well, quilting club, but we do a lot of stitching together too.
She was really funny. She bought 2 Black Needle Society Baker's boxes.
Did she mean to?
No. But this is a smelly thing. This is a needle minder Emma had to open. It's really cute. It's like a mixer, like a mixing stand, a KitchenAid mixing stand. Whoops.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
If you see it on my stitch, don't wonder where I got it.
But I can't, it's on the floor again. The pattern and the famous finishing board.
That looks like the finishing board that we got for the baking, the cookie, mystery cookie SAL from Hands on Design last year.
I didn't get it. just got the cookie design. And then there's like these are like recipes, and they do like your floss drops that you guys use. Yeah, so that was a really nice gift that we can give away in an exchange. Ooh. That was like way close. Oh, thank goodness I shaved this morning. And then the super happy mail from Stephanie in the exchange. I'm in the exchange from Stitching with Sandi. Kind of the same thing you're in. But I can only do one because I get overwhelmed and I get worried. And so this is what I got. I got a needle.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
And then she gave me a bag too, which I can now use.
That is awesome. And so the reason Nancy says that, for those of you that are watching or viewing, when you guys are so generous and send things to us, we don't allow, we try not to. So if it's addressed to me and it comes to my house, I don't try to open them until Nancy and I are together. But sometimes I do open them, but we won't use anything until we've acknowledged it here and sent a thank you note. So just know that. Is that all?
That yeah. Like I said, it's kind of a calm week. Well, it hasn't been a calm week at work, but in my stitching, it's been quiet.
All right. So because we were hacked or mirrored or whatever they said happened, the people from last week did not come online to tell me and share their.
We don't blame you.
I do not blame you. But we just want to be.
It's a we thing, not I. We.
Yeah, we. I know. But I mean, you're right. Neither one of us. We talked about it. I was at work. I was so thankful that so many people reached out to tell me. I couldn't really do anything about it at work. I was the only one there, so I couldn't step out. And so I got home. I went in. I changed all passwords. I did all the things. I called Nancy. I made her change all the passwords because we share our Bougie Stitcher stuff. We both share it. Anyways, we did all the things. We did all the things that we were told to do. And come to find out, we were mirrored, which means they took a picture of our stuff, and I don't know. It was so frustrating. I mean, I feel honored because in my mind, they only should hack people who are famous, like Niecy Lynn and the Saltbox Stitcher. And I mean, you go on. Like, these are people who have got millions of subscribers, and I watched before we even jumped onto this bandwagon. And I'm thinking, well, how do these people find us? Like, we're the small totem pole here. We're the bottom of the totem pole. Like, there's some big stars in here. But anyways, I will never reply on a message to you unless we're conversing to send me your address. I will always have you reach out to me. And there's a couple places we ask you to do that. We ask you to reach out to us via Instagram, and our Instagrams are below. And we ask you to reach out to us on our Gmail account, our bougiestitchers@gmail.com. And all those passwords have been changed, and I made this really crazy password, so you'll hopefully no one will be able to hack it. But I also will put a picture of it up here and wait for you to contact me. Mm-hmm. Or Nancy. Like, I do not reach out to you. And if I do reach out to you, it's because you've reached out to me and I can't find the address, or we've misplaced an address. And so that's how the conversation will start. But it'll generate from you telling me and us showing you a picture of your comment. Just to be clear. So because of that.
On Facebook or on YouTube, David?
No.
He's not coming.
I don't. I understand why, but I don't. Steve's a sport.
Mater's not even coming because because his dad's gonna feed him dinner. So
nice. All right, so we're gonna go back to the FlossTube where we gave away our bag, our sausage, and our gather. Right? No. Now I'm all confused.
Go do our notes and I'll tell you what we gave away last time.
Oh, hang on. Let me see what I have in the share. Yes, the bag. All right, let's do that. Let's start with this week's, and then everything else we'll figure out. All right, so for this week, oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so the Teresa Kogut goes to. Can you see that?
I can't, Jane. Tip it forward. Nope. Can you take a picture and put it at the end and just tell them their names for now?
Yeah. So, Cara Burden. It's Caro Burden. And you talk about nutcrackers and how you love them, which I super good taste there. We're going to share the Teresa Kogut Gather book with you if you should want it. Let's see. Paula Armstrong, you have received the bag. I wish I could get them to. Anyways, I'll put them at the end too. And I'll put what your keyword was. So, it's the bag. And then,
you're killing me, Smalls. You said 2 names and you've only showed 1 bag.
there's only one bag, Nancy.
I know, but you said 2 different names.
No, Cara won the Teresa Kogut
The
book.
Teresa Kogut. And then the Pam Armstrong won the bag.
Paula
Paula, Pam.
Armstrong won the bag.
Oh, wait.
And Julia Schuster has won the little sausage dogs, the pattern. We good? All right. This week, I had them written right here. If I just paid attention to my own notes, they'd have been right there. All right. So this week we had 4 that we're going to share. The first one being Heart. And this goes to Glenda Mitroff. Guys, I apologize if I'm slaughtering your name. I will put the names at the end of the video if I can figure it out. Because again, we're recording, but I'm going to upload this into iMovie and I should be able to insert the pictures at the end. I'm sorry you can't. I cannot get them to show. But Glenda, you are the receiver of this share. So for air, which one was the air? Oh, love is in the air, right? Well, let me just go see what she says. Let me see what Lorraine says. She says, it's Lorraine Bergstrom, and she talks about fresh air. Thank you for another great video, ladies. You sure are always a breath of fresh air, and you make my heart happy. I think this was the air. I got to go back and look at the last video. I should have done that. I was tired Friday night. Ooh, diamond.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I would say a dog or being outside maybe better for me. But
Yeah. Oh, that is the Mirabilia. So we were gonna
those
share.
are pretty.
Yeah, because it's April's blue diamond. And then the last one, that one went to Stitching Sunshine Ray. I apologize.
That's a happy name.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Man, the best laid plans. I do not know how to get this to. Anyways, I should have thought about that. All right. And then the last one was Hen, and that goes to Sharon Williams. So, if your name is Sharon Williams and you wanted Hen, it's gently used pattern that I've stitched, not FFO'd though. That one is yours. And I will, again, try to figure out how to insert all this stuff at the end. I'll take a picture of it with your name, and we'll see if we can get that at the end. I probably won't put the video up till tomorrow. So, but we'll see. All right, let's talk about our BFF. You or me? You want to talk about her, or you want me to talk about her?
You can, Jenny, because I'm not exactly sure who we decided on. I slept a couple times.
Yeah, you have.
You can text it to me and I can probably wing it, but
No, I'll start and then you can catch
Okay.
on. So, Mrs. Jones Stitches.
okay, yes.
Yeah. So Holly, I watched her very first one, like when she started, and I just love her. I think she's admin for the ambulance service. Her husband's a firefighter, and he just got promoted to captain. Well, not just, but he's been promoted to captain.
We like
Her
fire.
Her stitches are beautiful, and she loves to stitch with Cosmo and color and cotton. I think color and cotton is her jam. She does all types of color conversions to color and cotton. I think it's color and cotton. Who are we watching that just want to switch to Cosmo? They like the Cosmo thread. Maybe she would. Maybe I don't know. I watch so many FlossTubers. I should keep notes. Annie always says, "Get your pencil and paper." I don't. I'm usually quilting, watching, so I don't pay attention. I pay attention, but I'm not like in deep with it. But we just really appreciate what Holly brings to the table. And Holly lives in somewhere in Oklahoma City or by Oklahoma City, where Hobby Lobby's
Started?
like, no, maybe, but that's where the corporate office is. And when people come in and they decide whether they're going to bring things or not, if not, it goes to this like market basket place where like the leftovers, or I don't know, but
Nice.
she gets some really good steals there so it was just a neat little story. But anyways, her mom does a lot of cool project bags, and anyways, I really enjoy watching her. She doesn't have a ton out, but she's more regular now. And she's got a little boy. I think it's a little boy. He's like 2. So new mom, working career lady. Some cool stitches. You got anything to add on Holly?
No.
Okay.
I like Holly. I watch her, but yeah, you said everything.
Perfect. All right. Quilting.
Do you have quilting done, Jenny?
No, but I do have my number 2 project out to hopefully start it on Thursday.
Okay, this is laying right beside me, but this is a huge thing. So hopefully you can see this.
Yeah, you can.
It's my starter. Huh?
I said, why can we see your pictures and not mine?
I don't know, Jenny. Trust me, I truly don't know. This is, they're just leaders and enders, then they're just blues. And my husband actually, like when I was laying it out, now you can't see it. Now, I was only going to put these ones up here. And Dave's like, well, you should just like box it. And so that was my husband's idea to box it.
You're talking about on your borders.
Yeah. So I got that one done. And because I had to order material for this one, I got the middle part of this one done.
So let's talk about that quilt.
It's a pain in the butt. I was gonna cuss, but it's not fun.
So Nancy started this quilt for her godmother.
Mm-hmm.
And she changed the colors like 3 or 4 times, and she didn't like it. And she's taken it to Ranch A like 3 times. And
no, just twice.
Just twice. It's not been a favorite one of hers. We've all just in our little quilting group have just said, just do it. Because the lady who's going to receive it's her godmother, and she's just going to love it anyway. So just, you don't have to.
And she doesn't live here, so she can't, I shouldn't have to display it. I would never know.
Right.
It was just a harder one. I mean, it was a GE design, and it was easy actually to do, but like what the color layout didn't work out, and yeah, there was just a lot of oopses in there. But I had to order the material for that because it's Sister Bay is the material, and it's an older line. So with the older lines, you can't always get material for that. So that's what I got done for quilting. What did you get done for quilting, Jenny? Nothing? What are you going to do about that machine of yours?
I don't know. That's my goal this week, is to have a solution. I don't know what to do with it. I mean,
I would check your warranty because that machine's less than a year old.
Yeah. You know, I was trying to figure out why it went on clearance so quick, like why they cut the price of it down. And this might be the issue, but I couldn't find where anybody gave bad reviews for it.
Most of the time, Jenny, like they're bringing out new. They're like cars. You know what I mean?
Right. But this is a Jazz too, and it's a baby lock, and it seemed weird. I should have known that. I love it. I love everything about it. We'll get it fixed.
I mean, I'd worry about it, but I don't think it's like a knockoff or, like get rid of it because it's not working.
No, but there's a glitch somewhere in it. It should not have broken in a year with only 3 quilts run through it. So anyways, we'll get it figured out. Should we talk about our Wheel of Doom?
Sure.
So the question was, because I'm on my iPad, I pulled the question earlier, is what kind of car do you drive? What kind of car do you drive, sis?
Drive a hamster. I drive a Kia Soul.
And how did you get your Kia Soul?
Well, my husband and I are working on communication. Remember, we just celebrated our 20. How many years have I been married? 20? Yeah, 20.
No, more than that. It was
25. Anyways, yeah, it's 25.
Yeah.
We went. McKenna needed a car to go down to college, and I thought we were buying for her. He thought we were buying for me. Oh, and Mr. Walker came up. So I drive a Kia Soul that gets stuck all the time because of the clearance. I mean, it's a nice little car. I mean, it runs. It it just doesn't have a bunch of clearance here for Wyoming.
And it's your favorite car ever, right?
Not my forever car.
I drive an Outback. I drive a Subaru Outback, and I have driven an Outback since 2015. This is my second one. My first one I bought, but I didn't love the color, and I wanted the panel with the touch screen. And the one I had was an earlier model and didn't have that, so we upgraded when that panel came out, and that came out in 2018. And I love the fact that I don't have a car payment, but I want the Outback Wilderness because it has a little bit higher clearance. And I really don't need it, but like last night, getting in our driveway, it was a bit tricky because we had like over a foot of snow in our driveway. So anyways, I thought we were looking at them. We're not going to make any big purchases right now, but that would be fun to have. It's a little beefier. It's a little...
Walker, what are you doing, buddy? What you doing?
I probably need to go outside, but my mom's talking a lot and she's not. So I picked him up so he couldn't wander around and go potty in the house. So that's all I've got. Let's talk our schedule, shall we? So are we
gonna go crazy?
It is for the next 3 weeks. So we will, now that we've got Zoom that we can record with, and we'll see how this works out. We might be able to catch up on an evening or something like that. But this weekend we were together, but we didn't record because of weather. Next weekend you're here, right? I work next Saturday. I work every third Saturday now. And then the weekend after that, you're in conference. You're going down to McKenna's swim conference. And the week after that, I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska with Drew. And we're going to, because he's got his big interview for the scholarship down there. And then I guess we'll figure it out. So, all right. Do you have anything else? No?
It's a boring Sunday here. I had to shower even to do this because...
Oh, it was hilarious. I'm like, I'm going to send you a test message. So a test invite. She's like, I haven't showered yet. It's like, it's fine.
I like lazy Sundays. It's just my husband and me and Mater. So, I mean...
Yeah, we went into this town today and got groceries and then wiggle butts. And then we went and got groceries and then we came home, we put chili in the crock pot and now Steve's downstairs putting a TV up in his office, and I'm like,
I was just going to ask you what you're going to have for dinner. You're going to have chili, and I'm going to have chicken and dumplings.
oh, yum. So, perfect. Well, all right. On that note, we should sign off, and so I can walk a little peapot here.
Sounds like a good plan. So I know that I'm not shutting this off. I'm leaving this going.
No, we're going to end the meeting. I'm going to pause it, and we're going to end the meeting, and we'll figure it out. Hang on. Let me just pause. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Goodbye, guys.
Thank you for
Thanks for-
subscribing. Thanks for
Definitely.
spending time with us. And
Go straighten somebody's crown.
yes, straighten somebody's crown, because Lord knows there's just days that we need it. Not just us, but all right, family. See you later.
Nice.
That's what I do.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time, happy stitching.